Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. This is Ilya from BCL Football Training, and I'm very happy to be with you guys in another video. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 common mistakes that a lot of soccer players make when it comes to their gym routine. And it is crucially important that your gym routine is done correctly, because at the end of the day, beside your playing, you want to be making sure that you're athletic and you're fit on the pitch. So having a right gym routine is crucially important. And it's very important that it's done right, because I see a lot of football players that they do go to the gym, but they make a lot of mistakes in the gym and their gym routine is not done correctly. So we're going to go over each of these mistakes in this video, and at the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to do in order to achieve your maximum result for your gym routine. So guys, the first mistake that a lot of football players make when they go to the gym is not warming up properly. Now, it is essential to be warming up correctly, and in order to do this, you have to understand that a warm-up is not optional, but it is crucial for each of your gym routine sessions, because a lot of players just think that if they are doing an intense training, that's the only time that they need to warm up. And they usually skip the warm-up when they go to the gym. But you have to understand that in order to prevent injury and in order to get the maximum results, you got to make sure that those muscles are warmed up based on what you're working on. You have to be making sure that your body is warmed up. Your specific muscles, group of muscles that you're targeting in that gym routine are warmed up. So one of the best things I usually do is a simple jog when I go to the gym. So that warms up all of my body, like it's a full body warm up that it helps me to do. And then depending on what I'm working on that specific day, I do some extra things for warming up. So for example, if it's my leg day, I might do an extra 5 minutes on the bike, or even I might do some backwards treadmills to also, warm up my hamstrings, warm up my knees. And that helps me to make sure that my muscles are ready for the weightlifting and for the explosive workouts that I'm going to be doing. If I'm doing an upper body workout, I might be doing some push-ups, I might be doing some sit-ups without weights, obviously, because you want to be making sure that your body is getting used to the weights that you're going to put on it. Again, if it's a lower body day, I might even add some sets of squats or some lunges without weights, just to make sure that my body is warmed up correctly. So it is very important that you implement these in your training session, and then you're going to see huge difference in your performance in the gym routine, and you're going to see the huge difference also in your muscles and in your performance during that gym session as well. So guys, the second mistake that a lot of footballers make when it comes to their gym routine is neglecting lower body work. Now, I've also made this mistake when I was more amateur, because I thought that, since I'm playing football, I don't need to work on my lower body because I'm already getting a lower body. Now, it is incorrect, because what you're doing in football is you're putting a lot of pressure on your legs, and football is a lower body dominant sport. So you always want to make sure that you're always getting the lower body days in your gym routine. Now, I'm going to be telling you what exercises I do, but you just have to understand that if you skip lower body, you're increasing your chances of injury as well. Now, a reason that a lot of players pull their hamstrings, or they get, quad injuries or knee injuries or calf injuries, is because they're not working on their lower body as much. You always want to make sure that your hamstrings, your quads, your calves, your knee muscles are prepared for the intense pressure that you're going to put on them in a match situation. So you always want to make sure to implement the lower body day. Now, with that in mind, what I usually like to do when it comes to lower body day, I like to do, some squats, jump squats with weights. Another thing I like to do is Bulgarian split squats, which is great for lower body and for your quads and hamstrings muscles. But also with that in mind, it's very important not to overtrain your lower body. Now, on the other side, I see a lot of footballers that they overtrain their lower body. So on the day, for example, if they have a match the day before, the day after, they go and they start to do a lower body day. Now, you want to make sure at the same time you're not overtraining your lower body, because that also is going to increase your chances of injury. So you want to make sure it's a balance. So for example, if you have a game on the weekends, what I usually like to do, it's, let's say I had a game on Saturday, I would put a lower body day on a Monday. So keep a Sunday on a recovery day, Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday as a lower body day. And as it gets closer to my match, I want to make sure I work on the upper body and not really put a lot of pressure on the lower body, because again, you're getting your lower body workout in your game. So these are some of the things I like to do as a footballer for the lower body strength and endurance. So guys, another mistake that a lot of footballers make in their gym routine is that they do not implement fast and explosive workouts in their routine. Now, the reason that it is crucially important to include fast and explosive workouts is because football is a sport that requires a lot of quick changes of direction, quick bursts of speed when you're beating the defender or when you're defending, and quick explosive jumps to get first to the header, and sudden changes of direction in the game. So it's a lot of quick sprints, short sprints, and quick changes of direction. So you've got to be making sure to understand that all these movements require your fast twitch muscle fibers to be well trained. So fast twitch muscle fibers are usually built for, quick changes of direction, the exact same thing that I explained, quick bursts of speed, and those quick actions that are required on the field. Slow twitch muscle fibers on the opposite side are usually required for endurance, and usually when your body gets tired over long periods of time, that's when the slow twitch muscle fibers come in that help you to have the endurance and train well in longer periods. So both muscles are important, but you got to be making sure that you're also training your fast twitch muscle fibers. Now, what I usually like to do is a lot of box jumps, jump squats, one of the great exercises that help me to improve my fast twitch muscle fibers. Especially when it comes to box jumps, I have a lot of different variations, which I'll definitely also put a video on in the future as well, because it is crucially important. But you got to be making sure to implement all these workouts into your gym routine if you want to get maximum results on the pitch. Otherwise, if you're able to, lift and squat with 100 kilograms, if you're able to do a squat with that, that doesn't mean that you're going to perform well on the pitch. That just means that your slow twitch muscle fibers and your muscles are strong, but you're not able to perform those speedy movements that are required for a football match. So guys, another mistake that a lot of footballers make when it comes to their gym routine is a poor form when they're performing each exercise. So it is crucially important that you're doing each exercise with the correct form. So always remember this, it's always quality over quantity. So if you're doing a lot of repetitions, but you're doing it with a bad form, that doesn't mean that you're getting better. Not only it is dangerous for, increases the chances of injury, but it's also, you're not improving the specific muscle groups that you're targeting in that exercise. So before you do each exercise, what I usually like to do, if I've not done the exercise before, I like to do the proper form with lighter weights, just for me to understand how it is done. And then once I understand the proper form, then I do with the proper weight that I can do 10 to 12 reps with my maximum effort, I have to say. And then once I do the correct form, then I move on to the weights that I can do that. But if you don't know the proper form, definitely make sure that you search it up, you look at it, and if you're doing it wrong, fix what needs to be corrected. So guys, the final mistake that a lot of footballers make when it comes to their gym routine is that they do not do a proper cool down. Now, you've heard a lot from your coaches that say you have to do a cool down, but the actual reason that you have to do a proper cool down after your exercise is because if you don't do the cool down, you're gonna feel very tight and sore from your muscles in the game situation. So your muscles are gonna be tight and sore, and you're gonna slow down your recovery time. So it is definitely recommended and crucial to do a proper cool down. Doesn't take more than 10 minutes or 5 minutes after your exercise. You have to do the cool down properly. And if you do the cool down properly, you're gonna see your performance much better in the game situation. So there it is, guys. That is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed 5 common mistakes that a lot of footballers make in their gym routine. Let me know in the comments below what you think and what differences you saw after applying these tips, each and every one of them, to your gym routine. and how much difference you're seeing in your performance on and off the pitch. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.